or how to develop a more meaningful multidimensional approach, or someone who's looking to develop a more meaningful multidimensional approach to their work?
Yeah, so first I want to say this, like there's a lot of people, when you first start a job, you want to really be engrossed in the job. And my recommendation is early on, just focus on the job, because while you're needing to prove yourself, there's certain results are being expected. At a certain point, once you get beyond that and you've got a good baseline, it's now I call it an obligation to take those blinders off and to see what's happening, right? Because while you have roles and responsibilities, you're a cog in the machine. Said another way, you're one piece of the puzzle that is the organization you belong to. And to make the team or the company work effectively, you need to know what's going on around you, because getting blindsided is never fun and oftentimes can be quite detrimental. And most of the blindsiding incidents could have been avoided if you'd paid attention to other currents, right, of what's going on in the company, other initiatives. New people are coming in. What are they doing, right? Oh, we have a new AI team. How are they going to impact you? So a leader is looking at these hypothetical situations that could be occurring and say, what could happen as a result of these things? And then putting out, an investment. It doesn't say forget your core, right? But it says keep your core going, but keep managing the sphere of influence around you, right? So while you're at work, keep building that network, keep trying new things, keep the opportunities going to learn something, to engage somebody and to offer some help, right? So keep building that network so you have the feedback loops to understand what's going on, so you can support your team and direct them where they need to be going. And sometimes there's really amazing low-hanging fruit, quick wins that you'll see this way to help out, even it's beyond what your normal team does, in order to make the company more successful. Because a successful team, if it's in an unsuccessful company, it's still not gratifying and you still feel like you're getting pulled down. But it's also important to keep the balance, right? Now, in my mind, to keep it fresh, to keep my EQ and my IQ both working at better levels, you need to be a balanced person. Like I've spent, especially in my early career, working till late or early AM, fixing bugs or working on financial models, and I just couldn't solve it. Finally exhausted, I go to sleep, and then the next day I fix it in 20 minutes, half an hour, right? And so it really taught me that, like Pythagoras or like Da Vinci, there is a mind-body connection. So paying attention to your sleep, your exercise, your eating, right, your breathing, these are all things that are important to make sure you bring as much as you can to the work you're doing. And it's more important to put in high quality hours than high quantity. At least that was my experience that I get by spending in a bunch of time that didn't produce much results. And then as you work on this, you begin to see all sides of the elephant, right? And then as you are able to understand more of what's happening from technology or business, and you're understanding what you're doing from a product management or maybe a tester, whichever role you have, the more you understand, the more potential you will have for career changes as you discover your talents and to offering up value to the company where you're in, which just leads to more learning.